The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners is still one of, if not the best VR game on the market to this day, and despite it being over 5 years old and having a pretty bad sequel, it is still one of my personal favorite games of all time. So, how does one show appreciation for such a game? By doing so fun, absolutely enjoyable challenge. So, can you beat The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners without taking damage? And before we do anything, let's set the ground rules. Absolutely, under no circumstances can this damage icon trigger, as if it triggers, it means I took damage, no matter how little the damage taken is. I also cannot eat a single piece of junk food, because it lowers my health, and if I have lower health, that means I took damage. I don't care what anyone says, I took damage. And to make this video more interesting, I have to kill every single human enemy I come across. Tower, Reclaim, Exile, all of them. Because, like, come on. This video would be mad boring if I didn't make myself go through avoidable pain. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, we fail immediately, because the tutorial forces you to take damage at the start. Yeah, but we're gonna ignore that and keep going. We kill some walkers, and if you've played the game before, you'd know about these two little cuties who are here to teach you about grabs. But getting grabbed kinda hurts, so I'm gonna touch them instead. Wait. We finish off the last of the walkers and learn how to use a gun. With all that done, we can finally actually start the challenge in the graveyard. We kill some walkers, we find Henri, the local homeless man who lives in the graveyard, and find out he was hanged and tortured by the tower for information about some woman and her daughter. So, I leave Henri to hang, but don't worry, I'll come back, eventually. Set up the radio and forget one very important piece, the microphone. So I make plans to head to the shallows to get the missing piece. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's not too much to do here. There isn't any human enemies, just zombies and some random girl who, she tripped. All we do is go in, get the microphone, loot, and then just dip. Not much to discuss here. I finally set up a radio and talk to some guy named Casey.
I don't even know why.
But before we can get a conversation going, a random light shoots up and catches my attention. So I investigate, going through until I find a random key and some useless stuff. But this key does let me enter some random tomb with a random skeleton, with some information about a certain cache and location that I have to go to grab information for this person. So I gear up and get ready to head to Via Corolla. This place will not be important. Do not memorize it. It will not cause me the most pain in the challenge, I promise. We finally make it to Via Corolla, but it is riddled with towers. So, how am I gonna steal something that they own? They wouldn't appreciate that. Well, I got one solution for that. Killing absolutely everybody here so there are no witnesses to my crime. And I mean everybody. So, I enter the house and start clearing it out to make sure no one can sneak attack me right before I finish the mission. It doesn't happen too many times and I will not let it happen again. But on a different note, how did this person survive a headshot? Like, holy hell, I need a thick skull, but damn. So with everyone dead, I leave, forgetting the cash. The one thing I came here for. Huh. So I come back, kill everyone again, get the cash, and then leave, complete the mission. And so I drop off the cash, make some gear, and head to bed. So when I wake up, Casey's trying to contact me to help him get something that the tower has in their possession. But before that, I have to go meet someone named May, the person I've been helping get the caches. But I just want to mention something. She tells me in her note that she's not to trusting people, but she thinks it's a good idea to meet up with me without any protection or anything, and she brings the key that the entire tower is looking for. I don't think she's very smart. But besides that, we talk and she tells me that she wants me to keep raiding tower caches so she can get information and know what the tower is planning so she can better coordinate. But the supplies I've been getting from the tower isn't exactly the most useful thing, unless I'm a Unibomber. But besides that, there's absolutely nothing stopping me from just shooting her in the head and skipping her entire storyline. If I was a bitch, hell no, I'm gonna do the entire thing. Cause what kind of man would I be if I just skipped all of her quest lines in a challenge run? Like, come on. Also, the video would be a lot less interesting if I just did Casey's storyline. I make plans to head to Moyer Lane to get the pump flow regulator that Casey needs. But before I can even get the regulator, I find out about a little squabble that the tower and Reclaim are having about something that I don't really care, but I gotta do what I gotta do to get that pump flow regulator. So I break in, find out that this guy got some guy's daughter killed. I don't really know, I wasn't paying attention. But remember that rule I said at the start of the challenge? So with Anthony dead, everyone in the tower building is going to be hostile except Reclaim. But, you know, like, even if they aren't hostile, they kind of piss me off. So with the Reclaim dead, I'm on my own with clearing out the entire building of tower. So I clear out the house, clear everyone I see, until I get to the pump flow regulator. I grab it, I set it up, then I get ready to leave. So I talk to Case, and he basically tells me that he's currently inside the reserve, you know? Thing the entire remaining human population is looking for. Well, yeah, he's in it. But by the time he tells me this, I've already set up the pump flow regulator, and I can't turn it in till he finds the manual, which he finds by morning. So I travel up where I needed to go install it, kill some walkers with a baseball bat, and boopity boppity doop, it's done. So with that done, I travel up to the ward to go complete another one of May's missions. But oh my god, was this place difficult as hell! Like, this was hands down top 3 most infuriating areas for this challenge. And this one sucked the most because for some reason I forgot that fall damage existed. But besides that, I did manage to complete the area by doing the same thing I always do, killing absolutely everybody. And the cherry on top is that I finally unlocked one of the best guns for this challenge. The Winchester! Not only does it one-tap humans, it also has 14 bullets in its reserve and is quick and easy to fire if you don't suck. So with that done, I get the cash, kill the last few remaining tower members, and leave. Easy as that. Definitely didn't take me 5 tries and 2 hours of pain. So I deliver the cash, play with Henri's head. Oh yeah, he wanted to buy earlier for a bit. And besides conversating with Casey, there isn't much to do, so I just take my nap and wait for tomorrow. And like clockwork, Casey has another pump flow regulator located, and he wants me to go to Bywater to get it. But by the time I get there, instead of being riddled with tower, it's being riddled by Reclaimed. That's new. But besides that, I meet this guy, Devon, who wants me to basically be a courier service for him and his boyfriend, so they can plan something out between each other. And you know, I was feeling nice today, so I decided to help them. But not without some pushback, because this lady wants me to give Justin a breakup letter so they stop interacting. But you know me, I'm not a one to stifle true love, so I stifle into her life. So I give Devon Justin's actual letter, and he in turn gives me a key to the fish factory that I'm trying to get into, where the pump flow regulator is located. So with that in my inventory, I get in my skip and I skedaddle. And by the time I get home, I'm already setting up the regulator with Casey. But by the time I get there, there's other people near that spot. So I decide to use one of the things I got from earlier. So I install the regulator and get another 3 kills to my name. And by the time I get back, Maven wants sent me another letter, basically telling me that they kind of killed her husband. But that won't be important at all, like I promise you. May's husband? Yeah, okay, he has no significant importance at all, I promise. But besides that, I get ready to head over to Old Town to get another cash for Maven, which just boils down to me killing absolutely everybody here. Anyways, I only have a few setbacks. I mean, this place is a little hard, like from this aimbotting bitch. But besides that, I eventually got a strategy. Go in the house, kill everyone, camp up on the roof, snipe the guys guarding the cash, and then dip. So like usual, I go in, turn the cash in, and wait for Casey to contact me about another regulator. But this time, it's different. Instead of talking about a regulator, he wants me to go to Rampart High School to check on his homie Kenneth. But there's no human enemies here, so... Look, Casey, I'm telling you, he was dead when I got there. All that was left was his dead body being feasted on by zombies. So without any quests from Casey or Mavenwa, I decided to head towards Via Corolla to grab a certain recipe I missed. And this would definitely be one of the easiest parts. I already cleared out Via Corolla. I'm still baffled from how many tries this took me. There wasn't even a mission. It was low-level enemies. I don't know why I failed so many times. But I eventually got the jambalaya recipe and killed everyone else again. So yeah, I'm not forgetting my rules. So when I get back, I go to the shallows to get another cache for me. But instead of the shallow being full of a bunch of walkers, it's now full of a bunch of towers. Yippee. But luckily for me, I have 2 non-hostile meat shields at my disposal. And with these 2, I'm able to clear out most of the tower that's outside. Hey, thank you for the help. And if you're wondering why I killed them, this is why. See, I told you, these human enemies can't be trusted. Anyways, with that done, I march up to the house, clear it out slowly, and wait, what's this? 3 human enemies camping inside one room that I can't necessarily take out without being hit. Whatever shall I do? So it's a guy being blown up to Kingdom Come. I get in, take the cash, kill everyone remaining in the house, and get out of there. I turn in the cash and I get a note from Mabel that tells me to go back to St. Louis Church so she can tell me about her master plan, where she's just gonna skedaddle out of here with her daughter and a bunch of other people and just get out of New Orleans, which I care less about. Like, good for you, May. But the thing that interests me the most is that she'll leave the key to the reserve with me somewhere. And by somewhere I mean in the tomb. But that doesn't matter right now, because Casey finally found the 3rd pump flow regulator, and is currently located in Bastion, so I make my way there. But when I get there, I meet a strange man, who, okay, look, he startled me, alright? And come to find out, apparently, the tower wanted this dude dead, because he was the leader of the Reclaimed. And they're so grateful for my actions, they'll let me walk right through them, if they uncover the reserve. But here's the thing, I don't like the tower. So, now that I've killed 2 high-ranking officials in warring factions, the Tower and Reclaim want to see me dead. But I do have the final pump flow regulator, so like, come on. So, with the regulator set up, I travel to my backyard and plug that bitch in, and whoopity-boppity boop, the entire reserve is now in the open.
A building lit up in the distance.
Wait, Casey's in there. But when I get there, it is hell on earth, with the Tower and Reclaim going straight at it. And then I find, oh my god, Umbra, she's dead! Oh no! But these buffoons thought that double-crossing May would get them back in the tower. You know? The people who threw them out. And with these actions, not only did they get Umbra killed, but most of them as well. Morons. No time for grieving, however, as Casey is still currently inside the church, and if I don't get in there in time, we're gonna lose another named character. So I find my way through groups of Tower and Reclaim until I get to the ladder, which I climb up and not fall off, thankfully, and able to get inside the church and see the pump flow regulator with controls. But I'm left with 2 hard choices. Either I save Casey and let all that beautiful loot drown, or I drown Casey and get all that beautiful loot. I don't know what to do, but then a memory suddenly comes back to me.
That trouble for nothing?
I don't know.
I need my DNA.
So like a blood transfusion.
You need my cum. You need my cum deep inside you.
Maybe the system was already pushed too far.
I don't know. I remember that. So I decided to just save Casey. Yeah, you're welcome, Casey. But color me surprised, as when I get to the main church hall, Casey and May are in a standoff, with May wanting to kill absolutely everyone outside, and Casey trying to de-escalate the situation to hopefully save everyone outside. Oh man, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a walker by its toe, and you. So with Nada and Casey safe and sound, I'd call this a challenge completed. If you ignore the tutorial. So with this challenge done, would I say this was fun or fulfilling? No, I'd rather lobotomize myself with a rusty spoon to do this again. Anyways though, enjoy this little meme I made about the amount of people I killed.